Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Contract Simplified. I'm here today with a video on counterpart and further assurance clause with templates. So this video is purely inspired by the questions on Quora. Is an agreement still valid if I did not receive a fully signed copy? Is a contract considered legal if a signed copy is not given to both parties of contract? I haven't received any copy of the contract after signing it. Is it valid contract? And who is responsible to give or take the copy of the account? If I did not receive a copy of the contract, is it a valid contract? Who is responsible to take or give the copy of contract in both the parties? So these are some of the questions that I've picked from Quora, but trust me, there are a lot of questions on this one. So, how to save yourself from landing in such a situation? The answer for that question lies in counterpart and further assurance clauses. So, now let us understand what do you mean by a counterpart clause. A counterpart clause, also known as counterparts provision, is a contractual language that allows the parties to execute identical copies of a document such as contract or agreement. These identical copies or counterparts collectively constitute a single legal binding agreement. In other words, a counterpart clause is a provision that allows the parties to the contract to sign separate copies of the agreement, and each signed copy is considered as an original. This is useful when the parties are not able to sign the same physical document at the same time and location. This provision, the logistics of signing the document, especially when the parties are geographically dispersed or faced with time constraints. The counterpart clause typically states that each counterpart, when executed and delivered, shall be deemed an original, but all counterparts together constitute one and the same agreement. Now let us have a look at the templates. Template 1. This agreement may be executed in any number of counterparts, each of which, when executed and delivered, shall constitute a duplicate original, but all counterparts together shall constitute a single agreement. Template 2. This agreement may be signed in counterparts, and all counterparts together shall become effective only when the counterparties have been executed and delivered by and on behalf of both the parties. Template 3. This agreement may be signed in any number of counterparty copies and by the parties hereto on separate counterparts, but all such copies shall constitute one and the same instrument. Delivery of an executed counterpart of a signature page of this amendment by email or PDF shall be effective as a delivery of a manually executed counterpart. Any party so executing this agreement by email or PDF shall promptly deliver a manually executed counterpart, provided that any failure to do so shall not affect the validity of the counterpart executed by the parties. Moving next, let us see what you mean by further assurance clause. Further assurance clause FAC is a contractual clause mandating that one or more parties undertake unspecified actions to guarantee the complete realization of benefits for the other party of the contract. It is also known as necessary acts clause. Now look at the templates. Template 1. Each party agrees to execute and deliver all documents, provide all information, and take any additional action that may be reasonably necessary or appropriate to carry out the purposes and intent of this agreement. Without limiting the generality of the foregoing, each party agrees to promptly sign and acknowledge and deliver any further documents or instrument that may be necessary or desirable to effectuate the evidence and transaction contemplated herein. Provide any additional information reasonably requested by the other party to complete any necessary filings, applications, or registrations. Cooperate fully with the other party in connection with any reasonable request for further assurances or actions related to the performance of this agreement. The obligations set forth in this further assurances section shall survive the termination or expiration of this agreement. Template 2. Each of the parties agree to execute and deliver all such other additional instruments and documents and to do such other acts and things as may be reasonably necessary to effectuate this counterpart. Template 3. Each party hereto shall do and perform or cause to be done and performed all such further acts and things and shall execute and deliver all such other agreements, certificates, instruments, and documents as any other party may reasonably request in order to carry out the intent and accomplish the purposes of this agreement and the consumption of the transactions contemplated hereby. However, both the clauses, that is, counterpart and further assurance clauses, can be merged as below and can be titled as execution and validity or commencement clause or term. Now let us look at the template. This agreement shall become effective upon the receipt of the executed copy by the other party. Each party agrees to promptly provide the other party with a fully executed counterpart of this agreement, whether in original or in electronic form. Until such time as both parties have exchanged executed copies, neither party shall have any obligation under this agreement. Upon receipt of the executed copy by both the parties, this agreement shall be deemed to be valid and enforceable. If you have any questions or require additional information, please feel free to reach out to us in the WhatsApp number that is appearing on the screen, or you can even find the same in the description. And also, to be notified via email about the newsletter, please do find the subscription form in the description and fill the same. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.